Hello guys, today's video is dedicated to all those Gen Z doctors out there. They say Gen Z doctors are busy making reels, they're just making hospital vlogs, and when it comes to Viva and questions, Gen Z doctors are a nightmare. Is it true? Well, let me share a story which happened during our rounds. So we were on our ward rounds, and third year MBBS students had joined our rounds. So my consultant asked one of the students a question. Since it was a case of Peri pylori perforation, so my consultant asked, "What is the full form of H. pylori to a third year MBBS student?" As soon as she heard the question, she got a bit nervous, but still she confidently answered. गलती से instead of helicobacter उसके मुंह से helicopter निकल गया, and she answered helicopter pylori. He couldn't control her laughter, but जिसकी वजह से जो embarrassment उसको हुई, I think she'll never forget it. So Gen Z docs, कुछ लोग बोलते हैं Gen Z's डॉक्टर इसलिए बन रहे हैं ताकि बस मेडिकल लॉग्स बना सकें. Get ready with me, hospital vlogs, or internship vlogs, whatnot. But are you really capable of saving a life? So here's a challenge for you. I'll throw at you 5 X-rays, and you have 5 seconds each. Let's see how many lives can you save. Prove everyone wrong and save as many patients as you can. So let's see. And comments में अपना score जरूर बता देना. And don't worry. इसके बाद I'll explain you how to read those X-rays and what are the diagnoses. So guys, how many lives did you save? 1, 2, or all 5? You missed 1 or 2 patients. Don't worry. I'll make sure this doesn't happen the next time. So, this was your first X-ray. What can you see in this X-ray? On the right side, there's a demarcation. So, this is your lung, collapsed lung, and this is your hypolucent area. All right, and you can see the difference between left and right lung. Here, the sulcus is not deep. Here, there is deep sulcus. There is shifting of mediastinum, and there is tracheal deviation as well. So I hope you have got the answer by now. This is tension pneumothorax. Yep. So this was the first X-ray. I'll erase it so you can have a look at it again. So you have a hypolucent area. And here you can't see any lung markings. Let me magnify it for you. You see? There are no lung markings here. But this side you can see the lung markings clearly. And this is the lung and hypolucency interface. Here you can see the collapsed right lung. So yeah, this was your first X-ray, which was tension pneumothorax. So this is your second X-ray. What can you see in this? So this is an X-ray of abdomen erect, where you can see multiple air fluid levels. You can see more than 3 air fluid levels here. I hope you have got the diagnosis by now. It's an X-ray of intestinal obstruction. Did you get that right? So this was your third X-ray. What can you see in this X-ray? In this X-ray, you can see that the right lung is completely white out. You can't even find where the right costophrenic angle is. You can differentiate the left costophrenic angle very well, and you can You can see this demarcation clearly between the whiteout lung and the normal lung. So this is an X-ray of fluid in the lung, and the diagnosis will entirely depend on the patient's clinical history. Let's suppose if a patient comes with history of trauma, history of blunt trauma to the chest, and when you take the X-ray, you see this. In such a scenario, the diagnosis would be a case of hemothorax, that is blood in the chest. And if the patient doesn't have any history of trauma, and if the patient has history of TB or pneumonia, then this would be a case of pleural effusion. So next time when you're in the ER, make sure to not miss this X-ray when you see a patient of trauma or a patient of COPD or pneumonia. And this is your fourth X-ray, the most important X-ray. Even if you are half asleep, even if someone wakes you from deep sleep and shows you this X-ray, you must be able to catch the diagnosis, because this is an X-ray of hollow viscous perforation. Because you can see the air under the diaphragm. This is a case of pneumoperitoneum. You see this X-ray, you take the patient straight to OT and do exploratory laparotomy. If you miss this X-ray, you're going to lose your patient very soon. So be vigilant in the ER and don't miss an X-ray of pneumoperitoneum. And this was your fifth X-ray, where you can see this classical coffee bean sign, which is diagnostic of sigmoid volvulus. So how many did you get right, and how many patients did you save? Don't worry, in the upcoming videos I'll explain in detail about each and every case, right from the presentation of the patient to investigations to diagnosis and management. And share this video to your Gen Z friend and challenge them. Let's see how many they get right. And make sure to subscribe, because a lot of informative videos are on its way.